Hey! Sophia checking in. This is a temporary setup. Once again, moving furniture and all that stuff. But yeah, this week we're gonna do some reading. A bunch of reading. On my iPad here, the handy dandy iPad, I got the Prophet song I'm currently reading that came out, I believe it was last year, and won awards and all that stuff. So very excited about finishing the Prophet song in here as an ebook. Then I also got from my library the Song of Achilles, but I have already read the Song of Achilles as an ebook, but now I got it as a physical book instead, and I thought that could be kind of neat to read in a physical form. I'm interested to see what the difference is. And this is in Swedish. I read the Song of Achilles in English before, so that's also gonna be kind of a different vibe, you know? So I'm looking forward to this. Look at that shiny text, oh my god. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to rereading it basically. So that will be cool. We're gonna head out, look at books, read, and do that jazz. So let's go. The kitchen now. Hello. Anyways, I'm checking in. I got some books from the bookstore. So the books I showed you earlier are books that I'm loaning from the library. So I'm gonna read those first. But I bought myself some books. I spoiled myself. So first things first, when I buy books, it's either books that I'm very excited about, that I kind of know a little bit about beforehand, or it is like books I read before that I thought so good. So I'm like, I need this. I need it. So, further ado, let me show you. So one of the books I got was this one. It's the same author who wrote the Song of Achilles. And I very much enjoyed Song of Achilles. And I mean, look at that cover. Oh my god. This should be illegal. But yeah, pretty sure it takes place around the same time. It's like the same vibe as Song of Achilles, but you know, a different story. It's just one book. It's like a one shot or whatever you call it. So very excited to read this. I'm very excited to have this. This is so pretty. So yeah, book number 1. Book number 2, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I read it as an ebook before, and I couldn't put it down, and I enjoyed it so much, and I think it will be such a fun read to always have and be able to pick up. So yeah, really happy to have this one. And it's about like a Hollywood setting, a made-up Hollywood setting, and it's about Evelyn Hugo and the 7 husbands, like her relationship with the 7 husbands, and you go through her life, and it's really like exciting, such a like a page turner, and it's so cool. So yeah, then I got The Old Man in the Sea, right? No, The Old Man and the Sea, sorry. This one, I mostly got it because it's so short. You see this? Ta-da! It's so short. So I thought this is a great book to, you know, have on the go. It doesn't take up too much space. And I think I heard about this book that is pretty good. and very like you feel like you're in the world when you're reading it. And I mean, it has a bunch of things on the back, like, oh, amazing, whoa, read this, you know. So yeah, The Old Man and the Sea. I'm excited to read this one. Very cool. So yeah, things and stuff. And I have grown up like nearby the sea and the harbor and all that stuff back in the day. So if it's about harbor things, sea things, I feel like this might be a cool thing to read for me. Yeah! Last book is something that's already a movie, but I wanted to read the book first at least and then watch the movie. So it is Call Me By Your Name, this one. I heard that the writing in this book is very beautiful, impeccable. Like it's a really sad book about a relationship who doesn't pan out in the correct way, but it's really beautiful written. And I mean, I'm a big fan of, you know, Lie With Me, that book, which is such a sad book, but also it's about young love or love and their journey together. So I think this book will be perfect for me. So yeah, Call Me By Your Name. Excited about this. Yes. Those are all the books I got. So I'm excited to read them. But once again, it's gonna be onwards. I'm gonna focus on the books I have at the library first because, you know, they have a deadline. Oops. And then these books I can reread anytime and access whenever. So I'm very much looking forward to that. So yeah, that stuff. Check in with you guys very soon. I'm not done yet. Okay, bye. Hey, what's up? So I read The Prophet's Song, the novel, as an ebook on my library, and I finished it. It's a very, like, it's taking place in Ireland in a dystopian future kind of vibe. It's really tense. There's a lot of like atmosphere and you feel very unsure and unsafe reading the book. It's extremely well written. You feel very engaged and you're in that place. The way it's written, it's very compact. The pages are full with sentences and paraphrases and all that stuff. It's even a bit tricky to difference like what is a character speaking and what is a description. It's a little bit tricky. It doesn't say, him, her, or it's not super clear, but you get into that. The more you read the book, the more it becomes clearer that it's someone who's speaking or not speaking. The book is really gripping. It starts in a really, really interesting way. It's the only way I can describe it. And it's a bit spooky and things, and you're not really sure on what's going on and what's real and what's not real, and I can see how this was nominated, maybe won last year's book prize thing for sure. It's a really good book. Yeah, if you're into the spooky vibes, dystopian vibes, I guess it's a great book. And I don't want to say too much more about it because I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, that was the Prophet's Song. So yeah, very, Very neat. I'm glad that I read it. I was in the waiting queue for it in a long waiting queue time, which I understand now after reading it, why it was such a long waiting time for that book. Yes. So yeah, that's everything for now. I will see you guys next week with some new shizzle, whatever happens. And take care and have a great day. Okay? Bye bye!